Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Chop It Up with the Anthonys. Chop it up, chop it up, chop it up. Why are you looking at me like that?
I got these new glasses.
I do. I like your glasses. They are.
Listen, our brother had astigmatism in both eyes. This one and that one.
You old.
You know, all this
old.
time I thought that I was marrying down.
Excuse me.
I thought I was marrying down, but now I got these new glasses.
Ooh, he tried it.
You not bad at all, girl.
He tried it. I never was bad, honey. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Come on, let's cut.
You kind of
Come
alright.
on, let's go, cause he
You
about to catch it. Come on,
alright. I'm seeing you in 3D now.
let's hit this
You
intro
alright?
before there will not be a chop it up. He tried it.
Come on, chop it up. You know how we do, we laughing and we cutting up. Living the best life because we live that Christ life.
Today, we're going to talk about keeping your relationship blazing hot.
Keeping it spicy. What did we say?
So, let's talk about keeping your relationship blazing hot like spicy tacos.
Cut.
Okay.
That's not what we said. What did we
No.
say? Keeping it spicy.
Keep your relationship, keep it blazing like spicy shrimp tacos.
No, we said
yeah, that's
keeping
it.
it spicy.
Keep it blazing like spicy shrimp tacos.
Okay.
All right.
Go.
All right, today we're going to chop it up about keeping your relationship blazing spicy like shrimp tacos.
What? Say that over.
All right. Today we're going to talk about keeping your relationship blazing like spicy shrimp tacos. Cut. Let's start this from the top.
Come on, chop it up. You know how we do, we laughing and we cutting up. Living the best life because we live that Christ life.
Keep it blazing like spicy shrimp tacos.
Okay.
Your relationship, that is. Keep your relationship blazing hot.
Married relationships, that is.
Yeah. This
Let's
is for
clean that up
This
now.
is for the married folks out there.
So we actually, I think this should be fun because we actually asked a few questions on our Facebook page. What are some things that married couples do to keep the spice in their relationship, or like you said, keep it blazing? So we'll get into that when we
Like
start
spicy
chopping it
shrimp
up.
tacos.
But first, let's get into these spicy shrimp tacos.
Spicy shrimp tacos.
Okay, let's see what that is.
Listen, tacos is like one of my favorite foods.
He loves tacos.
Listen,
he
I
would eat tacos every day.
I eat tacos like every week. Like every week.
He would eat it every day.
Every week. Nah, I wouldn't eat it every day. But I do love tacos.
Let's get into these tacos, but can we get into our shirts for a moment? This is a mood, honey.
Good vibes.
Good vibes only, okay? All day, every day over here. All right, let's see what we got going, Chef Bay.
All right, so with our spicy shrimp tacos, we want heat on top of heat.
Heat on
So
heat.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a spicy cilantro avocado slaw to go, to kind of cool off a little bit of the heat of these tacos, the shrimp that we're gonna make.
Okay.
So-
So we have, you know how I like to do. And of course, once again, the ingredients
We want heat on top
will
of heat.
be in the descriptions at the bottom of the page, so we got you covered. All right, so we have, of course, shrimp.
Yeah, we got about a pound of shrimp cleaned. Make sure you clean it and devein it and wash it good.
We have, I don't even know what this is, lime, cilantro,
Some chopped
garlic, avocado. I said it right this time. Avocado.
About
What
a
is that?
third cup of sour cream and about 2/3
This-
cup of mayo.
Mayo. What's that? I should know what that is.
All
What's
right.
that?
But
What
we're
is
gonna have
this?
to let out.
What is this?
That's
Pepper.
jalapeno.
Jalapeno pepper. I knew that. That's where your heat coming from. That's the heat right there.
We should have put some jalapenos in there if you want
No.
some real heat.
No.
Some real heat. But that's all right. we gonna layer this. We're gonna get you the spicy shrimp, the spicy slaw. We just gonna keep smacking you. So come on, let's go to work.
Okay,
the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get to work on this dressing for our slaw.
Okay. So what we got?
So first, we're gonna hit them with the 2/3 cup of mayo.
2/3 cup of mayo.
Yeah, and I need to get this in there a little neater, right?
Vegan mayo.
Listen, I don't have nothing against vegan mayo, but this is not vegan mayo. And then we gonna
You clearly have a problem with that.
Oh.
You in our last video when I mentioned vegan, you kind of
listen. How does
shut that down real quick.
Look, I'm talking all crazy. Listen, how do I have a problem with vegan when I was a vegan for 2 whole weeks?
Yeah, that
You know
didn't
what I'm
last.
saying? I was a vegan for like 2 whole weeks. So then we got
Why
mayo.
is it so hot in here? Is it because we doing this whole blazing thing?
Yeah. Keep it blazing.
Look, here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again with you in my space.
She in my space.
In my space,
So,
but
all right, so we're gonna hit
like my
we gonna
shirt,
do-
I'm gonna keep the good vibes only, and I'm gonna let you slide
We're
this
gonna
time.
do a half a teaspoon of cumin,
Cumin,
or whatever you want to call it.
cumin,
Can you hand me the oregano?
oregano, 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 oregano,
Half teaspoon of oregano. We're gonna keep it simple.
oregano,
We're gonna keep it
oregano, oregano,
Cracks of salt.
Himalayan pink salt.
She made my space. She made my space, man. Thank you. I need some elbow room. You know what I'm saying?
Good vibes only.
And then we're gonna
Good
throw some.
vibes only.
We're gonna put about half a cilantro in there. We're gonna save that food because we're gonna make some pico with that.
Pico de
We're gonna make some pico
Gallo.
with that.
Can't have tacos
So-
without Pico de Gallo.
Oh, yeah.
Pico
And what
de
we're gonna do
Gallo.
is, there you go. We're gonna put our chopped garlic in. We're gonna save up just a little bit for our pico. So here we go. We're gonna squeeze a lime in there.
Hit them with your woo-wee.
Woo wee, baby.
Keep it in the food processor.
So you know what? I got this avocado.
Avocado. You feel a song in your spirit. Need you work on your cutting skills.
I could cut if you slide over closer.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Now dip, baby, dip. Come on now, dip. Baby, dip. Come on now, dip. Baby, dip. Dip, baby, dip. Now blend, baby, blend. It's time for the shrimp, right?
So what we have in here now is we have our shrimp. I already put a half a teaspoon of cumin and a half a teaspoon
Cumin.
cumin
Cumin.
and a half a teaspoon of chili powder. We making spicy shrimp tacos. So what we're gonna do is let's add some crushed red pepper flakes. Oh yeah. Tammy wanted me to add. She wanted me to use some fancy
It
old
is
bottle,
not fancy.
like with some little spout on it. You know, listen, I'm old school. I'm not about to use.
First of all, it's not fancy just because you're using an oil bottle instead of pouring from the whole bottle.
I'm from Baltimore.
That has nothing to do with nothing.
Listen, I just stopped using Crisco. You know what I'm saying? No, but grapeseed oil is a better oil to use, and it's better to kind of like pan sear stuff with than olive oil. Olive oil has a very low burn point, so we always rock it with grapeseed oil over here. Oh yeah.
Sizzle, sizzle.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and brown up those shrimp. Please, whatever you do, don't overcook.
Don't
them.
overcook the shrimp.
There's nothing worse than some
Don't
overcooked
overcook
tough
the shrimp.
or mushy. You know, shrimp can get either tough or mushy.
I don't even cook it, I know that. Doesn't take long at all, right, babe?
Nope. Just a couple minutes on each side.
Until it's pink.
When it's pink, we gonna take it out.
It smells amazing. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? So after the shrimp, what do you do next?
After the shrimp, I'm gonna work on that little bit of pico. I'm gonna work on that pico de gallo. And guess what?
On the Pico.
Like I said
wait a minute, why am I feeling like a Baltimore like club beat vibe? I did it with the when I was
You about to do the skater?
work on the Pico, work on the Pico.
Yeah.
Pico, 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 Pico.
But like I
Pico,
said,
Pico.
you know, we're gonna work on that pico. We're gonna put some heat in that pico too. I told you, it's levels to this.
It's
You gonna
levels,
have-
baby.
Look, listen, you gonna have the spicy slaw, the spicy shrimp, and then we're gonna smack you in the mouth with this spicy pico.
Pico, Pico, Pico,
Yeah.
Pico, 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 Pico.
Woo-wee. Woo-wee, baby. Wow,
Look
man.
at that! Look at that heat!
That looks amazing.
Look at that heat!
Look at
Blazing.
the fire on that.
Okay, now so shrimp is done, slaw is done. Now it's time for this homemade pico de gallo.
Let's go.
That looks amazing.
Boom.
Very pretty. So before we eat this delicious food, let's chop it up for a minute.
Yeah, definitely. Let's chop it up.
So, keeping it blazing.
Like spicy shrimp tacos.
Okay, so we know what the spicy shrimp taco is, but when we talk about keeping it blazing, or I like to say keeping the spice, let's get into this and how you keep it blazing in your marriage, or just keeping the spice. So especially when you've been together for a long time, because I know when you're dating or when you first start, it's so there's a lot of flirting, there's a lot of you kind of do a lot to make the other person feel good because you're just starting out, you're trying to woo them. And as the years go on and when you're with that person, you get very comfortable, you get very familiar, and it's very easy to fall into that whole thing of, you know, oh, hey, you know, we're just doing whatever, and you kind of lose the romance, right?
Yeah.
So it's very, very important, which we know, to keep that romance, to keep that spark in your relationship. So let's talk a little bit about that.
When I think about what it takes to keep the spice in your relationship, I actually think about it as a real fire. You need
How sway? Oh, we want to say.
because you need fuel. You need fuel. To keep the flame going. And I think I saw someone on the post that had mentioned the same thing. The fuel is to keep the fire burning in your relationship. The fuel is like telling a person like every day, like, hey babe, you look nice today.
Hey, babe, you got tomato on your hand.
I got tomato in my hand.
What the tomato on your hand?
See. But fuel is telling that person they look nice today. You know, telling them that you miss them. Telling that person that they're beautiful. And by you speaking well of that person, you're putting the the fuel on the flame. You're constantly feeding the flame. Well, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think is very important. And going back to some of the posts, like some of the things, we had got some great responses back, and some of the things that people said that they did to keep the spice in their relationship was across the board, everyone said they date. And I think it's very important that you still date your spouse. You have to, just like you did in the beginning, you have to take time. You have to go on dates. You have to have romantic getaways and romantic evenings. And also...
Big facts.
Yes, it's very important. And one other thing that someone said was that every time they walk past their spouse, they embrace. Now, that one... Wow.
Yeah, that's sweet right there.
Yeah, can you imagine, like, if you just every time you walk past your spouse and you just embrace each other? Like, can you imagine what that would do for your relationship?
Yeah, that's amazing.
And then also, like, they said just telling each other that they love them. And flirting is huge. Women love... So... we love just, okay, if you're out and you're away and you get that nice little text from your spouse just saying something flirty to you, like, babe, you know, I love you, look so good when you get home. Like, that's amazing. Those are little things that truly keep the spice and keep it blazing in your relationship, and that stuff means a lot to females.
Mm-hmm. But you know what the crazy thing about that is? Everything that we talked about here and that you're describing here is pretty much the same way we have to be relational with God too. Because if you want to keep a relationship with God, you have to talk to God. You got to speak well of Him. You got to embrace God. You got to tell God how much you love Him. Got to keep the fire blazing with God, like spicy shrimp tacos too.
But you know what? That is true though, because if you keep the fire blazing with God, right? Mm-hmm. Then we could actually go there. That is true. If you keep the fire blazing with God and you keep God first and foremost and keep all the attention on Him. So just like in Ephesians 5:25, what is it? Husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church.
Yeah, so it says, husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave Himself up for her. So
basically that goes to what you're saying. Mm-hmm. If you keep it blazing for God, when you're in that posture, He in turn will allow you to have that love for your wife. So you will automatically do those things, right?
Right.
If you're in position, putting Christ first, then that in turn allows you to put your wife first and love her the way that she needs to be loved.
Right. God is love. So yes. Perfect love casts all our fear. So it's like love is the antidote for everything.
Yes.
So if you love God, you can't really love people. You can't really even love your spouse properly until you love God. Because He's that ultimate teacher to teach you how to love. But you know what's more important though? What you also need for fire? You need oxygen. You gotta be able to breathe, man. Fire needs oxygen to breathe. Listen. Do not be all over top of each other. I be saying, listen, people all every 5 minutes just.
And that's good. We love to come together and cuddle, but sometimes I'm like, back up.
Listen, I got my space. She got her space.
Go in your man cave.
Like, let me miss you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need your space. That's the thing. You have to miss each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that makes it all the more sweeter. Yeah, you need your
me breathe.
You definitely need your oxygen and your space. Definitely.
We talked about fuel.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
And what else does fire need? Oh, fire needs heat.
Heat. Heat, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't even know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it PG.
No. Okay. So, like we said, you keeping it spicy. You need that heat. Listen, the Bible says nothing is defiled in the marriage bed. Correct?
Oh, so we going here.
We're going there. We're talking to married couples. Nothing is defiled in the marriage bed.
Listen,
so,
y'all, my new glass is getting foggy. It's hot.
Listen, right, because we bringing that heat. You need to keep it spicy with your spouse. Okay? Keep it spicy. We don't gotta go into everything else because, but keep it spicy in your relationship in all things. Because, for one, you don't want to leave any type of room for any outside things to come in, correct?
Correct.
Keep it spicy with your man. Man, keep it spicy with your woman. That's all I'm saying on that.
So here it is. In order to keep your relationship spicy, first and foremost, make sure your relationship with God is hot.
Yeah.
Make sure the flame with God is hot.
Spend time together in prayer.
Yeah.
Yes. That actually builds oneness and a closeness.
Yeah, because God will actually teach you how to love.
Yes.
There's many times when you might think a person have issues or something's going on with a person, and God will actually be the one to tell you, like, no, like, you need to go about that. You need to handle that situation a whole nother way. God will send you on a whole nother route.
Yes, He
So
will.
keep your relationship spicy, hot with God first. Mm-hmm. And then remember the components of the fire that we talked about. Have oxygen. Give each other space to breathe. Mm-hmm. Be able to just give each other space to miss each other. So when you come together, it's like, that those sparks fly.
I miss you, honey.
So you need oxygen and you need fuel, like we talked about. Love on that person. Tell them how much you care about them. Tell them how beautiful they are. Send them flowers and roses. Give them random gifts.
Babe, you look sexy in your glasses.
Thank you. So tell them how beautiful. Speak well of them. And that will fuel the relationship.
Yeah.
And when you add that spark to it, that fuel and that oxygen, add that heat to it, you got a full-fledged flame.
Woo!
Your relationship will be hot, blazing
hot.
like spicy shrimp tacos. Listen.
Can we get into these spicy shrimp tacos? Listen, y'all we gotta come on. Let's put this together.
Let's rock and roll. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here.
Come on, assemble this for us.
All right, so come on. We going. You know what? I'm gonna put this in my hand. Just like this.
It's just us.
It's just us. If I was cooking for somebody else, I wouldn't do this. But
no.
It's
just us. We just chopping it up.
We chopping it up. So I'm gonna throw.
We got some shrimp.
Lord have mercy. A little bit of that Pico on there. All right, let's see what we got here.
Woo-wee.
Let's see what we got there. Woo-wee.
That's a nice looking taco.
Woo-wee. Woo-wee.
That's a nice looking taco.
I'm gonna let you have the first bite.
I was about to say ladies
I'm gonna let you
first.
have the first bite.
Okay. Is it hot? Heat?
We gonna see.
Oh, that's good. Keep your relationship blazing. like spicy shrimp tacos.
Thanks for chopping it up with us.
We out.
Living that best life because we live that Christ life. Never, never thinking twice.